Oh, that timed out just barely perfectly. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Coming at you here with some DreamHack action. Or should I say WCS. It's, of course, all the way in Germany, where we have the country or the city's name or whatever that I cannot pronounce. But I'll give it my best for WCS Leipzig. Leipzig, however you want to call it. We are, of course, joined by Tempo today on the channel. And to kick things off, I'll have you introduce your Zerg brother, my friend.
All right, in the top right-hand corner, it is the blue Zerg from Norway, Snute.
Rocking those Team Liquid Blue, looking good. His opponent, however, the bottom left is going to be the purple Terran, DeMusliM.
I like that. It's almost like de-effing Muslim, but it's like de-nuking Muslim.
He actually joined a team recently, or an organization. It was something called Warface or something, Wind and Rain. I can't remember. Let me go look this up real quick.
Blood and Thunder. Like, I don't know.
Bring the blood and thunder. No, it's called Wind and Rain. Okay, there we go. I was gonna get it at some point here. I think he's like the only person on the team. I'm not sure if it's just like a personal sponsorship or what the deal is.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, so a little bit of.
That's good for him then. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're more interested in him as a streamer or a player or both. Either way, guys, I just want to make perfectly clear, DeMusliM has been playing some very interesting StarCraft on his channel. Really going to a lot of nukes, making some highlight videos, a lot of cool things to see. But he is coming up against seasoned veteran freaking Snute.
Yeah, and back in the day, this would have been a TLEG rivalry match, but you know, we are here, 2018, and it's so good to see these players. Like DeMusliM, you know, he's kind of taking that streamer role, but he still wants to be good at the game, right? And it's not like he's just only doing these nuke plays. I feel like he still keeps everything at that pro level too, but probably not on the same level as Snute. But look at this, God tier.
I can't. You know why, Tempo? Because health bars are not enabled. I gotta a mouse over it. Oh, I'm not doing this today. Hold on. After they kill this overlord, I'm gonna swap health bars on, guys.
Yeah, you gotta do all the, I totally forgot about that too.
Where is that even? It's been so long since I've had to trigger that. Observer replay? Social gameplay? Unit life bar is damaged. Boom! Wow. Ready to rock and roll!
Gameplay. Control groups don't matter.
Dude, it has seriously been years since I've had to mess with...
any type of settings like that, huh?
Yeah, that felt really weird, but okay, now you guys should be able to enjoy this a little bit better, a little bit more. And like I said, I know there's a big delay, but let us know if you guys are having audio issues or discrepancies, and keep an eye on things. But I see what you're owing.
We have an armory coming up here from DeMusliM. He's going for a really tell bad timing. Usually there to try to cancel the third or just push it into the natural and get as many queen kills as possible to at least make way for like a Liberator follow-up. But we'll see if he does end up.
This has an SCV coming with it, which makes this extra spicy. I'm not sure if he's planning to put it down a bunker. If he puts a bunker down to cut this off, that would actually be bloody brilliant, and that's exactly what he's gonna do. So it's a little bit of staying power. I like this a lot. Wow. If it gets to complete.
Yeah, because he might get the cancel and Snute will just go take another, but I guess he just wants to delay it if anything, which means that DeMusliM definitely has a follow-up for it. It's just to kind of put him behind, right? So
these are absurdly quick Hellbats.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's not many, but the reality is the Queen's are going to struggle to deal with this. They want to get close enough to kill the bunker. It's so important that DeMusliM built the bunker here and not at the top of the ramp, otherwise he would have never got to finish it. The SCV Living can now repair some of these Hellbats too. All he's got to do is fall back behind the bunker, and that bunker doesn't have a lot of damage in it, but it's not going to get surrounded. Snute realizes this, and he sends the Ling across the map instead, and DeMusliM does not have a wall off.
This is so
He's going to go for the break on the bunker. Hellbat's got to wash those Lings off the bunker. He was trying to go for the hat-trick kill. Maybe a little bit greedy here.
Oh no, there is a transfuse still ready, so if he targets it down, I don't think he's going to get it. So he's going to try to go for the queens. Snute with some really good micro, pulling back the weakened queens as well. And oh my god, by the skin of his teeth, DeMusliM, or at least Snute is able to hold.
Okay, Snute holds, and to be honest, if these queens had died, this would not have been that great of a hold. But look at the resources lost. Nobody really invested gas in this attack from either side. Like, this was all just minerals washed out. Not so bad for DeMusliM to have failed this attack in terms of the attack itself. I do not love this fast armory not working out that way. If he comes back for round 2, though, and finishes off the hatchery, this is going to be sweet. Because these queens are so low that Hellions can knock him down.
Yeah, this is a really nice situation, right? It could have been a lot worse, say, if he didn't force out all the lings and didn't kill them all. So I do believe, yeah, whatever stage 2 is going to be, the starport is only just now going down. So I don't know. It's not going to be able to get taken out by, like, Hellions, right? So it's definitely going to have to be one of those mid-game pushes that ends up trying to take it out.
Hellion on the top side might throw Snute off, but he doesn't react. He's still sitting here in position. A lot of queens. These Hellions don't stand much of a chance. Oh, DeMusliM is playing neck behind this.
Yeah, he dropped down all the factories. He's even going for a Banshee with that starport. He's going to be able to get the queen in the front. And I think, yeah, with the Banshee coming out, I don't know. Do you think it's kind of too late for it to really be that effective with all the queens that are going to be out? Or is it just like a way to be in the background?
It's interesting because it's without cloak. It's got limited capacity to do anything anyways. But if the DeMusliM was worried about fighting against roaches or ravagers, like before he had tanks out, then I think this Banshee should be amazing. It still might get back there and pick off like 4 or 5 drones, but with the amount of queens Snute has, they're unlikely to be in danger from a Banshee. Also, yo, my dude, Woodrow 123, brand new sub tempo. That's 992 out of 993 subscribers for our goal. Just one more to go, guys.
Just come on, guys, we can do this.
Hashtag together. One more sub. And speak of the devil through stream delay, God makes it happen. 412 Sports, thank you for that prime sub. Now 992 out of 993 for our sub goal. So basically where we were at the start of the stream. Though, just one more.
Man. Hashtag goals. We got this, everybody. It's teamwork.
So this is a really interesting thing Snute soon, by the way. Well, DeMusliM does have a pretty big attack lined up with so many freaking Hellions. It's worth noting these do not have Blue Flame, only +1. But Snute's got roaches. Okay, great. That'll deal with the Hellions. They're going to be terrible with tanks, though, so I'm not sure how much he'll be investing in roaches. However, Infestation Pit for maybe some Blinding Clouds, mix that in with Snute's Assassin here through 1-1 ranged weapons, not melee.
Oh, yep.
Well, that's a nice cancel, but not a kill. So DeMuslim's got to get out of there. But you see, everybody I've known conventionally, you go Broodlords, you go fast like Hive for other things. But Snute going for the ranged weapon upgrades, I'm really curious what he plans to invest into this game.
Yeah, I was almost wondering if he was going to try to go the Swarm Host route, but he was the one that was a bit defensive. And to try to go Swarm Host, you either want to be really far ahead, I believe, or just hope that they're not either getting Blue Flame or going into... Well, or just maybe going into only tank, right? So,
if you go in Storm Cell, you got to get them out sooner than later, though. Their cooldown makes them effective the sooner you have them out in the field. So I don't know. We'll see. He's got Spire coming up, so anti-air will always be lacking for mech players early on. So even a small amount of mutas could be worth the investment. Looks like Ravagers for now.
Yeah, it's going to be Roach Ravager. I don't know if he's going to go for any type of timing. Perhaps he'll just wait for these Broodlords, but... DeMusliM has not started his store production yet. He really doesn't have any anti-air, you mentioned. And if he's able to get these Broodlords out as fast as possible, this could be a big problem for DeMusliM. He's only working off of 1 starport, I believe.
Well, maybe on that one. We'll see. I really don't know if this is going to be for Broodlords yet. I mean, obviously a Greater Spire is in the path eventually, but the fact that he hasn't put any melee upgrades, I don't know if that'll be the case. It could just simply be for Vipers and the Hive Spire's like a backup. No, it's straight to Greater Spire. All right.
Yo, he's going into it. Well, I think the whole point of it is just to, one, obviously take advantage of the lack of anti-air. And even if you don't have that many Broodlords, forcing the Unsiege is such a big deal in order to try to get your Roaches and Ravagers in there. But like you said, too, the Vipers are going to be a pretty big reason why you get that Hive as well. So this is pretty good. I like the approach. It's a very, very fast Greater Spire. Almost one of the fastest ones that I've seen.
Well, the point about the Unsiege is actually really good. Swarmhouse will accomplish the same thing too, but Broodlords are a little bit stronger and scarier to manage. But Blue Flame for DeMusliM finally finishing up. Well, we've seen a lot of these mech games, guys, whether it's Koreans or foreigners. The reality is these games tend to end not around some really big, massive, crazy engagement, but through Hellions doing a lot of run-bys. 3 Hellions picking off a drone line, then another 3 Hellions picking off another drone line, and watching those things go crazy over the next 10 minutes. But Snute has had really good income. In fact, is it the graph? Yeah, the graphs work here, of course, too. Income advantage favoring Snute, as we can see. Obviously, DeMusliM recently, with his base going down, is going to be able to take advantage of that through mules and SCVs. But yeah, Snute's got half the map covered in creep. Income's been his game so far. I don't think he's worried about this transition into Broodlords at all. He's fine.
No, He's definitely fine, and DeMusliM is pumping out 3 to 4 tanks at a time. At least he's adding a few Vikings, but the amount of queens that Snute has is going to try to at least push that back. Has DeMusliM even realized that the Great Aspire is already done? Judging by his army comp, it doesn't look so. Yeah.
He hasn't even said Aspire, period.
It's the Lost Vikings, man. That's literally 3 of them.
Well, so that's what's going to be interesting. When he sees Broodlords, he may start going for Thors. We'll talk about this in a moment, guys. Possibly big attack coming down here. Not that many Broodlords will be in play. The Hellbat should easily be able to keep these Broodlings washed off those tanks. But here comes some Blind Clouds. Here comes some Abducts. Nice parasitic bomb on the very
bomb. That's actually a sick.
There.
Yep, if he's able to take out the Vikings and there's nothing to contest the Broodlords, he's going to be targeting down these Vikings as best as he can. And now DeMusliM, he has to push in order to try to get as much damage because this army is just useless against what is in the air right now.
Yeah, well, Snute did something really brilliant here. He pulled back. If he had stayed committed, he would have lost roaches at the same rate he would have traded out for these tanks. By leaving just the Broodlords in play, he keeps all his roaches alive. Now he gives chase to the retreating army. Oh, Snute, he's so brilliant.
So beautiful, so brilliant. And now DeMusliM, yeah, he's just going to try to get as much as he can with the tanks, not even sieging them up anymore. But he has to figure out what he's going to do about the follow-up push from Snute.
Yeah, those Thors.
4 at a time, 4 Thors.
If these Thors have an appropriate amount of blue flame Hellions protecting them, they'll do well. Their single target mode can blow Broodlords out of the sky, and they have the exact same range as the Broodlords. So if Snute's going to be in range of the Thors are going to be in range of the Broodlords, and they can knock them out of the sky. With their heavy armor and DeMuslim's +1, Broodlings with no upgrades are going to be tickling these big bad boys. However, this is where Snute's choice to go for the roaches starts getting really interesting. The Hydras as well. Like, unfortunately, Thors, they don't do well against a lot of units. They do well against a couple of units, but not a lot of units, no matter what type of unit that is.
Yeah, it all makes sense now. Getting those ranged upgrades means that he is going to be able to deal with the inevitable transition into Thor. So he's going to be able to yank these Thors as best as he can. Throw down the blinding cloud, or rather the parasitic bomb, just to cause that confusion. Ready? Yep, he goes on it.
With the smart servo, he can land them. Oh, but the terrain's messing him up. Talk more about that in a moment, guys. As he dodges out those parasitic bombs, he keeps the Vikings alive for the most part.
This is great. Oh, DeMusliM is backed into a corner. What is he going to do here? I mean, he's going to be backed into a corner that is not even a planetary. There are no turrets or anything like that. And now he has to figure out how he's going to engage this army. Snute, nearly max supply.
Yeah, DeMuslim's struggling here. It doesn't have those blue flame Hellions to wash off the Broodlings. The Thors are starting to get whittled down slowly but surely, and now the SCVs get pulled to repair, and they're not going to be enough. Snute pushing through for the win. DeMusliM almost out of army. GG!
My golly. That was so well planned out. I love the early push by DeMusliM, especially with the bunker and the surface area, but it seemed like he wasn't able to get anything done after that. Snute kind of just took the greediest route possible.
Oh, I'm not sure if, so we get the next map in a sec here, but someone just subbed but didn't announce their sub, so I don't see who it is, but we're apparently now at 995 sub points out of 996, guys. One more sub to go. Hashtag one more sub.
I never knew we'd be able to be at this point, you know.
Oh, there we go. Another one coming in. SK Laz, thank you very much. We had as well Tharania during that game. Thank you so very much. We get the next map though on the one of the new maps. It's Backwater coming up. So I know a lot of folks haven't seen these maps. We'll do a little bit of exploration once we get into it, and we'll show you guys a small tour of the map. But I gotta get the players in here first. So give me just a moment while I finagle this. Tempo, my dude, comes down. I don't even gotta invite him. He's on the ball. He's ready to go.
I'm on. I mean, when when you only have one friend on BattleNet, it's pretty easy.
Anyways, actually, with SK Laz coming in here, that puts us at our new sub goal of 996 out of 997. You know what, guys? Trolling aside, I will do. We've been talking about this on my off stream. I'm gonna do a 1 month of Crunchyroll Premium giveaway when we hit 1,000 subs today. So that'll be available for anybody in chat to enter in for the raffle. But they're saying ready. Let's hop into it. There's no map intro for this because it's brand new. I want to just put on the record though, I'm working on them, but these kind of came out of nowhere. It was just like surprise new maps. So I haven't had a time to actually build these up yet or write any awesome spoof songs with tempo.
I know, right? Oh, I know. I was actually tuning in the other day and hearing, the fact that you have to like do the DMCA thing every single time. I know it's like welcome to my pain and
parody,
life.
man. Parody is fair use. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for some more StarCraft 2 action. Kick things off here on the brand new map. Top left side of Backwater, we've got the red Zerg now. Swapping up its colors, it's Team Liquid's Snute. And there's no way he can lose.
Yeah.
Rift Deep.
And then I'm trying to think of what, but in the bottom right-hand corner, it is the Purple Terran from, say what? Earth, Wind, and Fire?
England is his city.
It's like, I couldn't remember the name of it. Wind and Rain?
Wind and Rain, yes.
Okay. Girth, Wind, and Fire. No, I'm just kidding.
Girth, Wind, and Fire. Wow, DeMusliM putting on a couple pounds, tempo noticing. All right, let's talk about Backwater. First off, 10 out of 10. I like what DeMusliM did that game. I thought it was really smart. The attack with the bunker was clever. Also, I'm getting a little bit of echo. I don't know if your sounds are just a little bit loud, my dude.
Oh, probably from... when I play StarCraft 2 and I have my co-caster, I like to pretend like they're right next to me. So I turn my stuff
Turn the volume up to a million. Anyways, while Tempo looks at that, guys, quick overview of the map. You've got a pretty nice sized main. It's not too big, but there are some dead spots, so you will have to cover everything at some point. Your natural base is a little bit scary. It looks more exposed than it is, but this is still wall off a bull. But man, this is where the game gets a little bit weird. Your thirds, your fourths, they're kind of just like all over the place. There's even one in the low ground, which, by the way, this doesn't look buildable, but it is, obviously.
Yeah, there's a really weird thing about this map where you do have the creep in that water, and it barely looks like it's creep. So unless they have like a specific graphic setting, it's kind of hard to tell. Now, this base that you're looking at, that you were looking at there, is actually only accessible by a drop, I believe. Or if you have Reapers, you can jump down there and then up as well.
This is kind of funny. There's a map out there. Snute actually was the one who helped design it. Hushang, I think it was called Hushang Mountain or something. This map actually reminds me a lot of the design for that. You got the same pathways of water in the middle. Instead of an open pathway, it's cut off though with these different ramps. It's very similar though, just at a glance. I'm not sure how similar, but just reminds me of that immediately. To be clear, guys, I have not been keeping up with this. I don't know these new maps at all. I've seen them for the first time alongside many of you as we cast here today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. I was able to check some of them out. I had a couple, and I found out real quick about some of these maps. I think there is one that you're going to like.
I just realized, screw this natural base, dude.
Yep, just go right in. You take the other one.
Yeah, it's like I guess like an easy third to say. That's the trade-off. You get an easier third, but a harder to defend natural. Interesting.
Yeah, I would say the walling off. I don't know how easy is it to wall this off too. DeMusliM has not opted to go for that just yet.
Well, forget that for a moment. Lings are going to get up here. DeMusliM has no units to work with, and if Snute walks underneath you, if you walked into the factory, would have been able to deny for so long. He's got more Zerglings on the way too. I think he was just making defensive Zerglings, but man, there's several more coming down that are going to be able to get some SCV kills here at the natural base. And man, DeMusliM's Reaper not in position, nothing ready to fight this. This was this was messy.
This is really, I don't know how DeMusliM is supposed to deal with this. He hasn't put any of the depots down. I don't think he could have got a full off in time anyway just yet, but he is in a lot of trouble here. The Hellions at least are going to pop out, but it's kind of a scary situation if it were to be somebody who decided to go for a big all-in. Even a mass amount of Lings with this many Hellions is not that scary.
Well, Snute's still getting kills in the main, by the way. I really don't think he expected to get away with this much. I mean, there's that knowledge that because this is such a hard map to wall off on, you know there's going to be some sort of opening, and that's why he didn't commit to any Zerglings. But if he had realized he would do this much, he may have actually gone all in. But you can't predict that. He probably
could have, yeah. He would have been able to do massive amounts of damage. Like, the Hellions don't have a lot to work with. You know how on like a lot of maps you can work by the ramp and you're still kind of at least near your natural? Well, on this one, you kind of have to go all the way back, and then you leave your mineral line exposed. But if he's able to deal with it, then of course you do get that free third base, and it's pretty unharassable aside from like drops or, like I was saying, the Reaper. But there's not going to be any Reapers that Snute makes.
Well, Snute would have to, in Neural Parasite and SCV, build a command center, then a depot, then a barracks, then a Reaper. So you're right. I don't think that's what he'll be going for. It's really difficult to pull that off.
Yeah, just he puts in the effort, though, he probably could, but...
If he would just try a little bit harder.
You know, if Snute was just not, like, you know, such a slacker in the scene and didn't, you know, put in a lot of work every day, but, yeah.
This is where we roast Snute. It's like, if he wasn't so busy losing to Cyril.
He did say that in the lobby. He's like, I'm Cyril's punching bag. I'm like, damn, Snute.
I wish Snute had a little bit more self-confidence in him, man. I love watching Snute play, but... so this is kind of interesting. The wall off on the other side of the field out of DeMusliM is going to be double engineering base, which is not a bad thing, and it'll help fill up that wall, but it does leave a possible vulnerability. Last thing you want to do is lose your +2 weapon upgrades, so some sort of Banling attack or Zergling attack, like... It's always a bit risky putting that out. Yeah, or Roachlings, but I mean, Snute made these defensively last game. Might be the same for this one.
I thought the Hellions were going to be able to get in there to get a run by, but it looks like Snute is not concerned about that. DeMusliM realizing that these are getting aggressive, he needs to at least decide what to do with the Hellions right now.
His stim is close to finishing, but I don't know, Tempo. This is a big attack, and he's going to have like a handful of Marines for it.
There's literally nothing. He doesn't have an armory to make Hellbats. He doesn't have a bunker at the front.
He could lose +1 from this attack. Ling's going to run in. Medevacs are on the way, but not done yet. Stim's still not finished. A good 20 seconds to go. He pulls the boys because he has to, but this might just be the end of everything.
Oh my god, Snute just going to be able to take one supply depot down, and that is all he needs. The Lings are not even near the Hellions, so I think DeMusliM's going to find it a little bit difficult to deal with this as he gets all of his Hellions. The Roaches are just getting everything.
He's managing it now, but at the cost of 39, 40 workers. GG. I told you, there's no way this boy could lose. And Snute
no way. He's just like, Snute's just like knocking on DeMusliM's door like, huh, UK? UK? Nah, DeMusliM is not.
No, he is not okay. Well, that is going to finish up the first matchup, and this might have been one of the faster ones. There's a lot of different groups for us to pick and choose from, and we may or may not follow Snute and DeMusliM. We'll see what the other matches look like, but we will be taking a quick break while we look into things. So stick with us, guys. We'll be covering a lot of WCS matches this morning. Thank you very much for watching so far. We'll be back in a few.